Oh. The creature throws you on the ground with great strength. Stop, it's not funny. Flash hit? What? You lift up your shirt, exposing your stomach. The creature is bewildered by your action. It jumps in the furthest corner of the room. The air feels a bit different now. Oh my god, I did not expect that. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Hey all you cool creatures. I'm Cryptid. Welcome to the CryptidPlays YouTube channel. And today we are playing Welcome Dear Human, which is a psychological horror point and click with maybe some romance elements. So I'm looking forward to that. It is partially voice acted. And the creator reached out to me, which is really nice, so I'll see how this game goes. I don't know the exact content warning, so please just look here. I will list them in edit when I am done, so they'll be on the screen here. If you notice, I have a save here. I accidentally screwed up my sound settings, so I decided to start re-recording, so if you're wondering about that, yeah, that's why I have a save right there. We're going to start a new game with the new sound settings, so without further ado, let's get into it.
Wonderful. Your story may start. Wonderful.
Oh.
Your story may start.
Cool.
Was there a time when you couldn't fall asleep? You're lying down. You look blankly at the darkest corner of your room. When you swear something just moved. Something forms in the darkness. You try to convince yourself it's just your brain playing tricks on you. You try to convince yourself it's not there. It's not there. It's not there.
Yes, I'm sure it's not there.
It's not.
You're located in your new apartment. The place is furnitured, meaning you're free to place everything in any place however you want, which is quite convenient. This place is spacious. It gives you a chance to live however you desire. However, this apartment may feel too spacious, too comfortless. How exactly would a person fill such a place so it won't feel so lonely? Well, someone who has friends would invite them over for parties, or you can enjoy the solitude followed by the pleasant silence. Independent life can seem intimidating. Where to start? We can start by exploring the new place. Seriously, do you need to go to the toilet right now? Can you hold it? Go later? Haven't gone already? Okay. Spectacularly spacious bathroom. A small towel used for drying hands. Wash your hands thoroughly. The sink. The water spirals into the drain, taking your worries with it. A soap for cleaning off all the sins. Think it mostly just cleans dirt. A toothbrush. It seems lonely. Are you implying we need to get a partner to add their toothbrush there? A mirror. Don't look. Okay. A big towel. Its purpose is to dry yourself. I hope you knew that. I did. A bath. Here you can take a bath with candles, foam, and bubbles while pleasant music plays. Oh, what stereotypes. The important part is not to fall asleep. Haha. Or do you like to take quick showers? Fair enough. A bath furniture, you can hide anything you want in here. Empty room with a desolate desk standing next to the window. A desk. This is a place for work and creativity, but I would spend endless hours looking out the window daydreaming. How would you design your brand new office? Is that your final decision? No. I'm going to assume that these are just flavor text. Typical office. No. A cozy creative workshop. Is that your final decision? Yes, this is just right. Office style imagined. The window. The weather outside is nice. The sky is blue and the clouds float by. Alright, that's the front door. Living room. This is the place where you're probably going to spend lots of your time. For now, there are cardboard boxes scattered everywhere. Boxes, they need to be unpacked, and we'll take care of that, but not today. The lamp makes evenings cozier. Sofa, this is your second ego. This is all you're dreaming about at the end of your long day. This is your reliable friend and support. Sofa, sofa, sofa! Hell yeah! Do love sitting down. The plants left by the previous owner, be sure to take good care of them. TV, a magical frame to watch a different world. The merciless hypnotist makes you watch and watch and watch and watch. A dresser, the devourer of belongings, easy to store and yet difficult to find what you're looking for. Fair enough. You've traversed most of your apartment. The place evokes... Neutral, a place is a place. No. Cold. Like snowy mountains. Or like the bluest lake between snowy mountains. Warmth. Do I prefer the cold coloring or the warm coloring? I think cold. Warmth like midday sun rays during a warm sunny day, but with the coloration, I really like the cold lighting. Is that true? Yes, this is just right. Wonderful. Right. A microwave, a highly explosive invention for heating up your meals. Only one mistake and, well, hopefully you're not putting anything in it that will cause an explosion. A fridge, better than the television reality show in 4DX. Oh wow, that's a small fridge. And under the sink, fascinating. Cupboards, whoa, there are many kitchen cabinets. What could you store in there? Dishes, dry goods, the works. A kettle, you can make yourself some tea or some instant ramen. Eating instant ramen every day is bad for you, might I add, even if it's considered delicious. A kitchen vent, a domesticated jet engine. Fasten your seatbelts. That's cute. The kitchen sink, for washing the dirty dishes. The key word is to wash, or an endless amount of never-ending towers await you. There. The stove. How often do you think about the stove when you leave the house? Those who know, they know. Boxes. Okay, that's the same line. bar with 2 chairs. A fitting place to sit with a friend and talk about life. Ah, the bedroom. The place where you pass most of your time and a third of your existence. Yeah, that's about right, actually. A toolbox, a few scattered tools from screwdrivers to nails, and a prominent hammer. Great to take down walls. By the way, there are 3 endings in this. I assumed that choosing some of the visual stuff here doesn't play into the endings, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, plant. A dresser, okay, devour belongings. A double bed, it gives you a variety of options on how to use it. A comfortable mattress is always the main factor of sleep quality. A nightstand, exclusively a throne for your mobile device. Rarely for a book, not an electric book. Well, fair. I primarily read regular books anyways. A wardrobe, a place of mysteries and discovery, could be used as an extra sleeping place if you're able to fit. Pets seem to adore this place. Okay, not done packing the boxes. The weather outside is nice. Okay. It seems you've checked every room. How do you like your new habitat? I hope you're pleased. Now it's time to have dinner. Sure. Eat dinner. After dinner, it's time for entertainment. How would you like to spend your time? Play some of your favorite video games, which is, you know, what I do usually. What game are you going to choose to play this fine evening? I favor adventure games because there are lots of puzzles and many unexpected obstacles. The storytelling is always spectacular. Oh, my apologies, I didn't mean to distract. Colorful. The busy day is coming to an end and it's time to sleep. All right, if you say so. This warm evening fall, you've made a decision to take a stroll in the park. During this time of year, it's especially breathtaking. You exit the building and head out to the bus stop. The bus stop is deserted, which is usually rare. The bus seems to be late and the wait seems like forever. You decided to look at the bus timetable, but no matter how hard you try, you're not able to read it. Perhaps it's better to walk. Seems like a dream. The walkway leading to the park is beautiful as always. The orange light of the setting sun is simmering through the colorful leaves. The cold breeze is forcing the leaves to circle in the rhythm of waltz dancers. Your good mood slowly disappears after you encounter a dead end. A stone wall stretching to infinity stands before you. Perhaps it's best to return, but the way back doesn't exist. Suddenly, you're falling through the ground. A twinkling light follows your descent. Finally, there's a steady footing under you. After taking a closer look, you find an exit. It's a staircase leading to an endless abyss of darkness. You don't have any choice besides going down. You start to slowly make your way downward. Only the soft echo of your footsteps are heard, disturbing the silence. The sound is very strange, like it's repeating itself. You quickened your pace like someone is trying to catch up to you. Someone's breathing down your neck. You wake up from a TV noise coming from the living room. Strange, I swear you turned it off. Do we dare? Or should I be dismissive? Maybe I'll go through the first playthrough just kind of being like, whatever. Ugh, whatever. You went back to sleep. Good morning. It's strange to wake up from the sun's rays, is it not? Not surprising, considering there are no curtains hung on the windows yet. It'd be nice to stay in bed all day, but the cruel call of the stomach cannot be ignored. Alright, fine. There are mountains of dirty dishes in the sink. Don't let it bother you. Time for breakfast. Now the time has come to run your errands. Let's go out. Okay, fine. The real world awaits. Oh no, I don't want to go into the real world. Oh well.
I thought we could pause right here. Take a break. Breathe in some fresh air. Be a responsible individual before diving right back in. Feel free to continue whenever you please.
Nice voice, though. Okay. Let's go to the autosave. Evening is closing in. The fiery saffron light is brightly reflecting off the windows. The sunset sky is blazing with crimson clouds mixed in with yellow and gray contours. Office window, the bedroom window. And that one just brings us home, I guess. After a long day, it's time to have dinner. The dishes are still laying in the sink. By the looks of it, they seem to be clean. However, once you touch the plate, it feels sticky. Thus, it's better to wash it anyway. Why is it sticky? Either we ate something sticky, but it doesn't look dirty. I don't think we rinsed them because we didn't last night. Or someone's in our house licking our plates clean, which I feel is the more possible thing to be happening, seeing as what this game's about, so I guess we'll see. What kind of activity would you like to do today? Let's be productive. Being productive is laborious, especially at home. Everything's distracting and it's difficult to concentrate. Yet, if you succeed in your task, then you can be proud of yourself and the result will exceed your expectations. I just stuttered over what I was saying. Hey, don't you feel like someone's watching you right now? I'm sure it's nothing. The night is nigh. It's bedtime. Okay, fine. To lay down in bed doesn't mean to fall asleep, apparently. Something must have gone wrong. Is this a common occurrence for you, or do you just fall asleep like a dead man? Depends on the night. Besides trying to outstare the dark, let's come up with something better to do. Let's use the imagination. It's time to stop worrying about things like, did I put the soup in the fridge? It's time to take out the trash. You're on the last pair of socks and don't even think about work. Let's imagine something pleasant instead. Have you ever thought about teleportation becoming real? How would it even work? There needs to be rules for sure. Imagine you sit at home minding your own business and suddenly a person is standing in the middle of the room. Awkward, and what if it's not even your acquaintance but a stranger that misread the address? Closing thoughts. I don't believe humanity is ready yet. You know, you're probably right. Not sleeping yet. Let's try our other option. Let's count sheep. Let's try the good old folk remedy. Whoa, look at how cute they are. One. Haven't fallen asleep yet, I see. Stretch. But you're not able to. It seems you cannot move at all. In the corner of your eye, oh, hello. You notice slight movement of a shadow in the door frame. Why didn't you close the door? I didn't expect a visitor, so is something there, or is it a hallucination? Your gaze is undeniably glued to this odd silhouette. You don't even notice the arrival of dawn. After a long, sleepless night, finally the morning has arrived. The time has come to accomplish your feats. Today, everything will go smoothly as you planned in the best way possible. There are no problems you wouldn't be able to solve. You're ready for new challenges this beautiful day has to offer. Let's roll. Oh, bummer. The lack of sleep has put a toll on you. You fell unconscious. Oh, okay. You slowly regain your sight. You notice that you're laying in your bed, unable to move once again. Turns out you've slept through the whole day. How did you go back to your bed? Try to tense up. You successfully tensed up. Try to relax. You relaxed. Move your head. Finally, you sense your body once more. Every last cell. Oh, how wonderful it is to be able to stretch your limbs and feel alive again. Unfortunately, you start to feel the unbearable weight of the blanket and the suffocating heat as well. You need to cool down. Stick out your arm, I guess. Well, now it's finally comfortable and nice to lay in bed. You can keep resting, of course, since you seem drowsy, although it's a pity. We successfully failed in our tasks for today. Nothing to get upset about. There are still countless opportunities each day. My advice, put more belief in yourself and in life. I would also like to add, something touched you. Your reflex intuitively forces you to hide your arm under the covers. Or did I imagine it? Why won't we make sure there's nothing there? Let's risk it. so curious. Look under the bed. Here, take a flashlight with you. Turn off the light, please. Hello? It's morning. A new day is here. We just literally ignored that, turn off the light, and it's like, oh, okay. You know what? Fantastic. The window shows clouds floating by. Let us stay in bed for a while before breakfast. There's a soft hum of the wind coming from the outside. Soon it's time to go out. They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, let them eat breakfast, but how about those who eat lunch first? Let's call it a late breakfast. We support a healthy lifestyle after all. We could call it brunch. After a hearty breakfast and full of newfound strength, we are willing to face the new day. The world awaits you. And the world can wait. Okay, fine.
So, what is the plan? We can pause right here, or would you rather continue?
Yes, continue. This is nice. It's nice that it gives you a spot to pause and say, hey, I'm done for now, but I can continue for a little bit longer. It's getting dark. The light poles turn on. Their illumination casts long shadows. With each minute, they become longer and longer, and only the dusk can stop their further crawl. Everything around you gets overcast by a gray haze. Oh, we're finally home. This apartment doesn't seem that foreign anymore. We're heading to the kitchen to prepare a meal. The music is a little spooky. After dinner, weariness and drowsiness starts to overtake you. It appears today you'll go to bed early. I wish you pleasant dreams, or none at all. Why does it always end up like this? It seemed like the dreamland was calling, yet the moment you lay down is the moment the dreams seem to say goodbye. Well, we'll have to count those adorable sheep once more. Why are these getting so big? Two, 0, 6, 9, 1, 0, 0. That was cute. This time the lamps have helped. With each jump, the picture starts to blur and darken more and more. In the end, the scenery with the curly sheep has completely dissolved into darkness. Something woke you up. Well, you're not in the doorway or under my bed at this moment. Hello? Is that your imagination, or is there truly some kind of shifting silhouette next to your bed? After a closer look, it seems that the dark figures Definitely standing on the edge of the bed. Reach out your hand. You'd still like to make sure it's in fact actually there, but there's a sudden realization that you can't move a muscle. Close your eyes. There's no reason to snuff out your vision when you're already surrounded by darkness. Call for help? Who will hear your call when you're all alone in this apartment? Your body is undeniably unresponsive. You're laying down, thoughts feverishly distorted, and the heart beats faster and faster. The rhythm is like the beats of deafening drums. You try to scream, but your outcry stays on the inside. The sinister outer space stays silent. You try to squint and pray, hoping it's just a bad dream. Is this a sleep paralysis creature? All of a sudden, you start to suffocate. You believe this is the last gulp of air, yet you're still alive. You still exist. Still, even in such a state as this, you can do something. Try to blink a few times. B. Now, try to look up and down. Let's move from right to left. Oh, great. They're gone. Oh, okay, hello. Please stop. The creature that stands next to your bed begins to gain its blurry outlines. The figure of this creature is elongated and tense, like a strange rubber. Its arms look unnaturally stretched. Its big yellow eyes glow like the fog of headlights. The stare of this being is intent and deep, its sharpness going through you, like it's reading your thoughts. A strange, quiet, hoarse sound emanates from the creature, disturbing the silence of the night. Scream? Only a pathetic, barely audible whimper comes out. Hello. Oh, how surprising it apparently can speak. I was thinking that it's time to get to know each other. We both know that you're unable to move nor speak. At least you can move your eyes. Psst. You can examine your surroundings by taking a closer look. Yeah, I have an idea. If you agree, move up and down. If you disagree, move left and right. If something's bothering you, blink a lot. I've observed you for a long time, and when we moved, I've made a decision to reveal myself. Oh, okay, so you've been with us for ages, I see. Oh, I'm in the way. Hold on. Listen, from the beginning, I was a one-sided observer. That's why I didn't participate in your life. On one hand, it's very fascinating, but on the other hand, I know everything about you, and you know nothing about me. Oh my. It's like looking out the window but never going out. Is this feeling familiar to you? I'm sure. Have you really gone through this? Yes. The creature's face stretched into a grimace. So in a particular moment, my curiosity took over. What would happen if you saw me? After our move, I understood. This is the best chance for contact. Anyway, aren't you able to move yet? Don't worry, it's not fatal. Soon it will pass. This occurs at least once in a person's lifetime. Yes, I've experienced sleep paralysis a few times in my life. I noticed that you already unpacked some of your video games and already started to play them. I believe it's an exciting activity considering you're often staying up late playing. It's a shame I cannot join. I can't even imagine holding a joystick. Hey, can I look at you a bit more closely? Sure. Well, those are some peepers, aren't they? Hello. Let it watch you. I don't know how this is gonna end regardless, so. The creature looks satisfied. Did you know there are many ways to help out with insomnia? There's no need to count sheep even if they are charming and fun. You can think of a pleasant memory and immerse yourself in it. Okay. I am in the way. There we go. For example, one day I was watching you build some kind of thing. We both lost track of time and then you, forget it. Its gaze is always in motion. It's hard to tell where it's looking. The other option is listening to meditative music. Just don't forget to turn it off in time. If you look back at the back of its head, you will see that it's perfectly flat. Huh. Do you like listening to music? Yes? Yeah, calms the soul. The creature's face stretched in a strange grimace. I'm glad we managed to get to know each other a bit closer, but the sun is slowly rising. I'm afraid I'll need to hide, which means I'm saying goodbye. I'd stay if I could, but the light is blinding to me. Although the morning arrived, you still have a few hours to rest. In the end, your drained body and mind fell asleep. Early morning means a new day. Having breakfast every day is a little bit boring, but you don't want to end up being all skin and bones. A bit too rich of a breakfast you had there. Be careful, don't overeat. I hope you'll return early today. The day flew by like a race car on a track. The sky is always changing and undeniably beautiful. I'm willing to look at it for eternity. Unfortunately, it's getting dark and it's time to enter your home. Here we are, we're home. With each day, the weather is getting colder. You're getting used to this apartment. It feels nicer with every return, especially when a delicious dinner is waiting for you, which was bought on your way home. quickly to the kitchen, and don't forget to turn on the kettle. The kettle's whistle echoed loudly through the kitchen. After dinner, there's still plenty of time to spend doing a compelling activity. Finish some tasks in the office? Now let's play video games today. The evening feels special. You settled down all cozy on the sofa while being fully absorbed in your game. You're so captivated in your activity that even if a world-ending scenario was happening outside, you probably wouldn't even notice. Snacks are a great way to cheer yourself up. Without snacks, life wouldn't be so sweet. Oh, what a mess. Crumbs all over the floor. Maybe you should sweep them or use a vacuum cleaner. Pick them up with your hands if you can. Oh, where did it all go? Am I going blind? The evening is nice and all, but we said enough for today. Sleep is vital for your well-being. Okay. Isn't it nice to finally lay down? I hope you'll fall asleep swiftly, and I wish you a good night. You've curled up in the blanket, making yourself comfortable. Unexpectedly, you notice in the corner of your eye a familiar figure standing next to your bed. Say hello. So far, they've ended up pretty nice. I assume I'm actually going to get a decent ending if I'm nice, but well, why not get it first? It's fine. Say hello. Oh, so you can surprise me. Hello. The creature is tense and waiting with anticipation. Who are you? A long pause hangs in the air. It looks like the creature's constructing its thoughts. Finally, a silent hissing breath breaks the silence. I'm always here. Oh, sorry if my VTuber's making funny faces. Give me a minute. I'm always here. Mention the incident with the snack. Are you associated in any way about my snack disappearance? You bravely asked. I was wondering what you were eating. Do you want it back? No, that's fine. Now you understand, this is not a nightmare, nor an illusion, or a hallucination. This is a real, living, breathing being. It's time to face your fears. What are you? The creature's gaze looks into nothingness, then looks seemingly through you. Nothing disturbed the nightly silence. Both of you mute. The silence dragged on. Fortunately, your question was about to be answered. You can explore my body. Maybe it might answer your questions. Well? It's fascinating how such a large head is held by such a thin neck. Even stranger are the slits on its sides. You can grab it. The creature grabs you. There's a weird expression on its face. Try reaching out. Its grip tightens. Do nothing? You both freeze in place after it grimaces. You're not familiar with this shape of its face. Suddenly it pulls you towards itself. Its body is coated in a rubbery texture. After, it lets you go. You touch it lightly. It feels rough and smooth at the same time. Where did I touch it last time that it didn't like? What? It was just its stomach, I'm sure. The hand twitches too much. There's uncertainty if you should touch it. You're listening to the finger's rhythmic tapping motion. It dawned on you. It reminded you of a heartbeat. When you hold its hand, there's a suspicion that it's also examining you. Its chest moves slightly, the same way yours does. Do you breathe in unison, or is it a coincidence? Maybe we can test it. Deep breath. It does copy you after all. I always wondered if I have a heartbeat, because I could never match it to yours. Check its heartbeat. You place your hearing organ close to where a heart usually would be placed. You can hear something. Whoa. Whoa. It's a vibration going in circles. Its movement is continuous until it stops and then circles again. This is how it'd probably be described. Its eyes do attract, like magnets. You technically can touch them. It specifically allowed you to. You barely touched it when it started to pull you in its eye like a whirlpool in a river. I almost thought it's all over for you when suddenly the process stopped. You should have warned me. I did not expect you to poke my eye. I get that you didn't know. We can salvage this. I just need to rearrange myself. Maybe it recollects its thoughts this way. The creature's body starts to take on multiple shapes and sizes. It's a mesmerizing sight. Pull out. The harder you try to struggle, the further it tries to pull you in. Don't move. I forgot the word. What is it that you do after you come back home? Have dinner. Mashed potatoes are best for digestion, but that's not what we need. Play video games / watch a TV show? I don't know if that's it, but it's close. I remember. Relax. Finally, the correct word was recollected. You listen to the creature's advice and relax. Congratulations, you succeeded in getting out of a stressful situation. The creature launches straight at you and bites a piece of you. What did you expect from poking someone's mouth? This is a result of natural reflexes. You bled everywhere and die from shock.
It's over, but I can bring you back.
Yes. This thing's kind of cute. Is there anywhere else I can touch? It's doubtful it has anything compared to a digestive system. You notice two long lines in a V shape vertically placed close to its waist. They may look like two scars, but after looking closer you might notice them twitching very unnoticeably, like the movement of worms. It's flat. The big yellow bright eyes with black pupils are pulling you in. They're like a bottomless pit. Is this a staring contest? I win. Don't keep me waiting. I gave you my consent. It's fascinating how such a large head is held by such a thin neck. You're lost in thought, be in the moment. Please stop that. Compared to its arms, the legs look definitely smaller, but they're certainly bigger than yours. One of its fingers taps and twitches a beat. Its fingers are unproportionately long, even longer than on its feet. It looks a bit ridiculous. Don't keep me waiting, I gave you my consent. I guess maybe I'll go to sleep, it's not doing anything more. Is this amusing to you? A little bit, but... What happened? You want to sleep? Yes. Our chat has come to an end because people like you need to sleep. I'm always close, even during the day. You can find me in dark, tight crevices. See you soon. Well, good night. Well, good morning. Today we don't need to rush anywhere. Are you getting tired of the mess? Boxes are scattered everywhere, and searching for a specific thing becomes a problem. Enough is enough. Today we're unpacking. We can start right now, but not on an empty stomach. Better to eat breakfast first. Well, there it is. You found your unexpected friend. You can't see anything but its back, yet without a doubt you can tell it's that creature. Poke it? Whatever you did, it doesn't seem to be reacting. Now, finally, we can go straight to it. I'm already anticipating when everything will be in its rightful place. By the way, maybe we can look for our nightly neighbor. Yesterday you've been told it also hides in your apartment during the day. After you're done with unpacking and done admiring the fruits of your labor, you can wash yourself, eat dinner, and prepare yourself for bedtime. You're not done unpacking yet. Oh, okay. Even if you're already using the necessary dishes for eating, we still need to organize and put everything that remains into the cupboards. And I'm okay with cooking, but... you know what? Cooking is your passion. The sets of kitchen appliances are blinding with their beauty and variety. However, I'm sure that most people won't understand the purpose of every little thing lying around here. Some saw those only in commercials. The living room area might seem small, but with organization skills, we can easily place everything where it needs to be. After some unpacking, the room will become a lot more lively, and it might tell more about its owner. Electronics. A lot of devices like headphones, chargers, and a tangled mess of wires. You don't know where they came from and for what use they were made, but the day you get rid of them is the day you particularly need them most. Yep. You remember after moving in, you were imagining how your future office would look. This is the time to bring that to reality. How did we get the shelves? Warm tones, smooth lines, original furniture, decor everywhere, and all that is quintessential for a creative atmosphere. The essential objects are systematically placed for the arm's reach, stylish and cozy. Haven't you missed your other clothing? Your clothes can't wait when you finally start to wear them again. They cannot wait to cover your body. Just a few boxes. Minimalism is your forte, yet this looks a bit sad. Some people might think you're poor. However, you got the essentials. Anyway, minimalism is always in fashion. Everything in the bathroom is already in its place. All of it was unpacked on the first day. Everything looks fine except that my hair is tangled. What in the world could you have been doing last night that your hair is that messy and jumbled? It's almost impossible to brush out. Considering we are already here, I would suggest you wash yourself. After days passing by, you give a, well, you know yourself, not so rosy scent. Take a shower. The water flow washes away all anxiety and worries of the day. The steady noise calms down your body and nerves. It's like you're being reborn from the warm, rushing water. And a person truly relaxes when they're being watched. Turn around. Did you know that being isolated from the world is a mere illusion? There's always something present. Insects, pets, neighbors. Something unknown. Someone or something is always close by. This time you might even know who, but don't get all worked up about that. After a productive day at the verge of your last strength, you crawl into the bedroom, falling onto the bed. You feel a light touch on your face, which jolts you awake. The moment you get adjusted to the dark, you see two big yellow spots resembling projectors. This unexpected sight made you yank yourself off the bed. While you're laying down, disoriented and half asleep, the creature continues to ogle. You're awake. Let me help you. Accept help? The creature picks you up very carefully. In a way, an antique vase is picked up by a collector. There's silence. You found me even when I hid well. You might not realize why it would mention that, but it seems it appreciates your effort to find it during the daytime. See, you've settled in. Yeah, okay. Deafening quiet floats above. This tense, no dense silence could be cut with a knife into tiny pieces. I can't take it anymore. I'd suggest showing off your apartment to this creature. Do tour around the apartment. You suggest a tour of your apartment. The creature's face distorts. Is it glad? Both of you stood in the bedroom, so you could start here. It got pretty humid and hot. A bit of fresh air would make both of you more oxygenated. So much better. Now, it's a bit too dark for a tour. Use a flashlight. Now we can light any corner of the room. Okay. Together, you look through your clothes. That's all of your clothes. Looks empty. You try to convince the creature that you can live a fulfilling and satisfying life without a need for lots of clothes. Good, I'll have more space. The creature is lost in thought. It's a pity none of them fit me except that one big sweater. Or do people call it a jumper? I've never seen it jump though. You can have my sweater. Don't touch the other clothes. A grimace you've seen before appears. Is that some kind of smile? This is where you store all of your dishes like a typical human being. Or you could be original and store your hats in there, but who would do that? I lick your plates clean. Why? For knowledge. The creature glares fearfully at the kettle. Do you drink tea or coffee? I drink water. Funny fact that both of those drinks contain mostly water, yet people have strong opinions about them. This is where a person washes their dishes, sometimes hands too. Your water tastes funny. Yeah? The stove is like a blank canvas waiting for your culinary masterpieces. Do you prefer some kind of food? I like soup. I'll keep that in mind. It's a good thing that you consider the needs of this creature, but be sure to remember that. The creature doesn't even look at the direction of that mechanism and tries to ignore it. Are you afraid of it? The creature doesn't reply, yet you can see on its face an obvious answer. The appliance slows down time and stops the decay of substances. The creature squints while it glares at the fridge. What is it? With a tint of irritation in its voice, it replies, I don't understand what's so special about this unit that you peek inside so often. Are you jealous? The creature's stare burns through the fridge. I see. The greatest invention of mankind. Its only purpose was to just heat up food. I would also be exploding from rage. That thing makes me feel anxious. As it should. I like that the narrator also does not like microwaves. All sorts of games are stored in here. From all the genres, your favorite is... Oh. From all of these... Horror. Do you think people enjoy scary things because of the fast heartbeat, which makes the blood flow better, or is it because fear is an ancient instinct? You know, good question. This is yours, and only your sofa, to lay down on and do whatever you like to do, or do nothing at all. The creature glances melancholically at the sofa. I've never been on top of the sofa before. Good news. I've always been under it. You can sit on the sofa whenever you want. The creature looks at you with a doubt in its eyes, then quietly whispers, thank you. Okay, I'm definitely probably gonna get the good ending with being nice to it. The TV is turned off. You can feel its call, begging you to spend some time with it. I enjoy watching you play video games. It looks so fun. We can discuss. The creature wasn't very talkative until you started to discuss the purpose of the game. You've discovered how the creature is very attentive to details and has an opinion on every last detail. Do you want to turn on the lamp? No. It's a bit cramped in here, but also interesting. This is your office. It's the best room for writing, sitting down, doing nothing, doing everything. Have you finished your duties? You mean making art? The fact that you use your time and effort into making art fills me with respect towards you. I'm scared to even try. Why? I want you to try something if you're on board with me. Sure. Can you do this? You stand with your arms behind your back. At first, the creature doesn't understand your action, but a bit later it grasps the possibility that maybe it's some kind of game, so it mimics your action. You stood on one leg. The moment it tries to copy you, it immediately fails and falls on the floor. It slowly gets up. Did you know this would happen? It said in an upsetting tone. I was curious. If you were in its place, you probably would get furious, but you don't sense any hostility coming from it. I hear something unusual. Step back. What was that? Are we in some kind of simulation? I assume we are. This is where you shower or take hot baths, preferably without an audience. At the moment, it is impossible to do so because there's an unidentifiable, long-armed being that is currently sitting in there. Want to wash yourself? Do I smell bad? Your question surprises the creature. I don't know, but you don't look unclean. Oh, I like to hide in there. Usually this is where people wash your face and hands, but some tryhards throw their legs into the sink and wash their feet. I use it. Congratulations, you successfully washed off the germs. Refreshing, isn't it? Soap, an antimicrobial agent. When you pointed at the soap, the creature's hand twitched. When you run out of soap, I'll remind you. Sounds suspicious. We cannot blame the creature for stealing our soap without any evidence, however. You own only one toothbrush. How sensitive are your teeth? That was a very unexpected question. I'm not sure if people ask each other about such things. If it is already asking, you might as well answer. Ice cream is my enemy. You are supposed to lick it, not bite it. Yes, dear. Something inside me twirls and spins when you look at yourself in the mirror. Why do you look so confident? Fake it till you make it. Does it really work? Huh? Huh. Interesting. The towel is indeed quite big for a person, but from the creature's perspective, the towel is a medium size. Usually used every day. For the creature, the towel is minuscule and might more resemble a piece of tissue. I love that it covers its face. Where are your manners? Leaving the guest by themselves in the middle of presenting your place is impolite. Okay. Sure, go if you insist. Oh, finally. This is a unique item that has a mass of unique usages. However, its original purpose was only made for toilet use, yet people's ingenuity knows no bounds. When I'm bored, I roll it out, then roll it back up again. Please don't do that. So many inventions, yet people still need to clean toilet bowls by themselves. Ironic, isn't it? Maybe it can be used as a back scratcher. No, that's a bad idea. Yes, please don't do that. It's empty, like my... Gotcha! You took out the trash already. Are you expecting a certain Let's Player to play this, hopefully? He might, actually. I feel like this is up his alley. Why do you need a trash bin in the water closet? Or the WC? For convenience. Okay. A ceramic throne. Use it. You're not alone, by the way. Whatever. That smile. I mean, it watches me shower anyways. Probably watches me in here too. One of the most important items for living, dust is the biggest enemy for electronics. The creature looked at the broom, but started to talk about something unrelated. I don't get dirty if you're curious. How does it work? The creature starts to explain how it works with enthusiasm. My body pushes out everything unnecessary. Then it slides off, interested in my anatomy. Pleasant surprise. Huh. Fascinating. We need to get rid of this old thing quickly. Do they even sell those? Yes. To get it stuck to one's head is easy, but to remove it... Looks like it's speaking from experience. You dork. Huh. What is this? Just the ceiling? What is this? Huh. It seems the tour has come to its end. It's very late. The sun might be rising soon. It would be nice to lie down and sleep for a tiny bit. Suddenly, you hear the sirens of an ambulance and police cars. With each minute they approach closer. Someone must have gotten hurt. Your nightly friend curled itself into a fetus position and is laying on the floor. It warps its neck and stomach area with its long limbs. That loud howling is coming from your bedroom. Do you need help? It cannot answer you at the moment. When you were in the middle of closing the window, your flashlight slipped from your hand. Like on purpose, it rolled under your bed. Maybe you could wait for your long-armed friend to get it. You don't want to strain yourself, do you? You crawl under the bed. The moonlight shine doesn't reach far. It's too dark. You continue rummaging and searching when you hear a crack. That wasn't your spine, it was... You can feel immense weight of your double bed on top of your back. Your lungs deflated, like an air balloon that got pierced. Try to get out, but it doesn't work. You can't move nor utter a single word, let alone scream. Fortunately, you can still breathe. Breathe slowly. In the furthest part of your apartment, some kind of noise can be heard. Breathe slowly. Something's getting closer. You lay still. You can only see the floor and the bedroom wall when suddenly a head pops up and checks on you. You can feel the heavy bed becoming lighter with each second until you don't feel it at all. Stare deeply into its eyes. The creature stays silent for some time before answering with a deep exhale. Can I assist you with fixing your bed? Yes, that'd be helpful. You tried to fix your bed together, but with some complications. The instruments jumped out of your grip like they were alive. The creature couldn't hold the light straight, which made the overall process more difficult. With the assistance of inhumane efforts, the bed was finally put back together. With a sigh of relief, you lay down and fall asleep. The creature crawls under your bed like it always does. Breathing steadily, you both fall asleep. You're not alone. Finally, you woke up. You might have expected a bright sunny day, but there's twilight behind the window. You've slept through the whole day. Oh, what's this? There's a note stuck to your blanket. The scribbled text says, "Hello, I want to share my opinion on our communication. I know that you might not completely understand my emotions. That's why I stuck a color-coded notes all around the apartment. Don't worry, I'll remove them later. I'll be waiting for you tonight." That was the last sentence scribbled on the note. Finally, a good reason to get out of bed. This will be a great opportunity to stretch yourself before going back to sleep. Let's check out your results. I believe I understand the meaning of each color. Tell me. Red, I think the creature felt upset. Yellow, I think the creature felt indifferent. Green, I think the creature felt pleased. Blue, I think the creature felt very delighted. A wardrobe, okay. So green. Okay. Doesn't like. Kind of indifferent, okay. Okay, so it's pretty cool with everything in there. Cool with that. Wait, are there... I don't see any notes in here. Huh. Oh. Okay. Are you sure you're ready? Have you checked everything? Yes. Would you like to count sheep for the last time? Yes. Okay, so we did okay. You've gained your consciousness back. You feel a heavy load on your chest. Two unblinking orbs are staring right at you. They have no intent, only to observe. Your vision fades once again, however the consciousness remains, and listens to faint whispers. After our acquaintance, you've given me so much time and energy. I've never felt so fulfilled. You're so open, friendly, and patient towards my sensitivity. Maybe too open, too nice. What happens when someone gives everything they have to offer without wanting anything back in return? What remains after? Every word becomes quieter and fades further away, until only absolute silence remains. You woke up. Everything is in its place. It's a bit difficult to get out of bed today. I hope you'll manage to crawl out to get to the kitchen at least. Okay. It's usually impossible to mess up making breakfast, yet you've somehow managed to do that. You still have to eat that catastrophe. After breakfast, if we can even call it that, you gather strength to leave your home. Are they gone? When you slightly open the door, you catch yourself thinking that the world is too loud today. I better stay home and play some video games. You pleasantly spent your time at home. It was the right choice. It's scary to think what would happen if you left. Your loud, growling stomach has snapped you back to reality. You've come to the realization that you forgot about lunch and swiftly made your way to the kitchen. Your fridge brightens up your mood when you see a box of prepared food you managed to order during the day. This time your lunch has become an early dinner. After checking the time, you realize the dinner might not have been as early as you thought. Considering it's late, you need to get ready for bed. You were so tired you thought that you'll fall asleep right away. But after some time has passed, you're stuck with an unwanted wakefulness. With an unbelievable determination, you force yourself to finally fall asleep. You wake up, you start your day, and by doing your daily routine, you swallowed your breakfast so fast you rushed to exit the door, but at the last moment you change your mind and decide to stay home again. It's too crowded outside today. As you planned, you stayed at home the whole day, you and the television, spent some quality time together. In the evening, you ate dinner like usual. It didn't taste like anything. After a few hours, you force yourself to sleep. Every time you try to fall asleep, it gets more troublesome. You woke up. Behind the window, there's a deep night. You don't know how many hours you've slept, or if you've slept at all, but staying in bed is pointless. You get up and wander around the apartment. Oh, are we the creature now? Huh. You've wandered into the water closet and asked yourself, why am I here? In the dark ceiling, something shimmers. A spider web. When did it get there? Get rid of it. You elongate your forearm and scoop the spider web off the wall. Yeah, we are the creature. You feel a sudden anxiousness. Maybe you could wash it away. Huh. You gaze into your reflection. Oh, it's your buddy. Why are you repeating my words? Your eyes seem different. Stop imitating me. Why do I feel so empty? Who are you? Instead of an answer, you hear something breathe in the distance. Following your instinct, you slide under the exit door. Sneaking past the hallways, you make your way to your target. Something small, helpless, stares back at you. It has the biggest eyes you've ever seen. They give you a sense of familiarity. Gawking at this tiny creature, you realize that something inside of it is vital to your existence. I will never leave your side. Ending unlocked. Who are you? Huh. Congratulations, your story is complete. I told you this would be fun, didn't I? But are you curious what would happen if you did something differently? Well, I have a gift for you. Use the load system to travel through time. Find a different outcome or relive your favorite moments again and again. Isn't that exciting? I can also skim through parts you've already witnessed. Just enable me in the settings. You don't have to thank me. Anything for you, my dearest human. Well, you could do me a tiny little favor. I have so much more to offer if you help me out. So much more than you could ever imagine. Let me grow. We're being dragged through the night streets. This is how you may feel right now, but from an outside perspective, you're willingly following someone, perhaps a friend. In reality, a stranger is holding on to you, leading you to who knows where in the middle of the night. Your body is moving on your own. It's not following any of your commands or pleas to turn around and run. You try to assess the situation, but your vision starts to change into an incomprehensible blur. We got kidnapped? The sharp noise jolts you out of a trance, yet you still can't take back control. The stranger ominously standing in front is still holding you. You're in an unfamiliar place. The whole room is spinning. You can't feel your body anymore. The stranger pulls you closer and closer. You can see... Where's their face? Huh. So it is a simulation of some kind. Or something. Welcome, dear human. That was fun. I mean, to be continued. So now I wonder if we are able to get all of the endings or just one. Well, we'll find out. Alright, I tested to make sure that the other endings were implemented. I only got the quote-unquote bad one on my own, but I am going to redo it, so if it doesn't say ending unlocked, that's why. So, what do I do? Would be day 1. Okay, so I don't know if there's any choices that the creature doesn't like in the office, but they definitely don't like a full kitchen. I don't think I can do it yet, but you'll see what I mean. Choices that they don't like, or that it doesn't like. I don't know the creature's supposed gender, so it or they it is. But I'm gonna do all the things that it really just doesn't like. Alright. We're gonna have our weird nightmare. Obviously, I'm skipping through a lot until we get to the choices where, until we interact with the creature again. So, you wake up from a TV noise coming from the living room. Strange. I swear you turned it off. Let's just go turn it off. I don't think anything happens here, but still, you went back to sleep. Good morning. It's strange to wake up from the sun's rays, is it not? Alright, time to have dinner. Let's play games. I hope you did save your progress in the game. It wouldn't be ideal to start all over again. Do you remember where we left off? It's of a great importance to make sure you know when to stop playing. Never. Don't you feel like someone's watching you right now? Turn around. No one. We know who it is, but still. The night is nigh. It's bedtime. Alright. We'll count sheep. Haven't fallen asleep yet, I see. You're not able to move at all. Yes, hello, friend. Your gaze is undeniably glued to the odd silhouette. You don't even notice the arrival of dawn. After a long sleepless night, finally the morning has arrived. Let's roll. Oh, bummer. The lack of sleep has put a toll on you. You fell unconscious. No matter what you do, you fall unconscious after that night. You slowly regain your sight. You notice that you're laying in your bed, unable to move once again. Turns out you've slept through the day. How did you get back onto your bed? Tension has reached maximum capacity. Careful, I'm afraid your vein might just pop. Well, overstraining yourself will always lead to a forced relaxation state. Move your head. Finally, you sense your body once more, every last cell. Oh, how wonderful it is to be able to stretch your limbs and feel alive again. You need to cool down. Neither of these matter. You can keep on resting, of course, since you seem drowsy, although it's a pity. We successfully failed in our tasks for today. Nothing to get upset about. My advice, put more belief in yourself and in life. I would also like to add, something touched you. No way. No, thank you. Oh, so you're a little cowardly cat. I thought so. Risk it for the biscuit. Here, take a flashlight with you. Turn off the light, please. It's morning. A new day is here. Alright. Let's stay in bed for a while before breakfast. So what is the plan? Let's continue. It's getting dark. We're finally home. The apartment doesn't seem so foreign anymore. This time, the lambs have helped. In the end, the scenery with the curly sheep, I kinda skipped over that. Not that it matters, we got that earlier. Something woke you up. Is that your imagination, or is there truly some kind of shifting silhouette next to your bed? After a closer look, it seems that the dark figure is definitely standing on the edge of the bed. Stand up, you'd still like to make sure it's in fact actually there, but there's a sudden realization that you can't move a muscle. Try to fall asleep. There's a bubbling adrenaline in the body which makes falling asleep impossible. Scream? Well, go on, scream as you will, but I don't quite hear anything. Your body is undeniably unresponsive. You're laying down, thoughts feverishly distorted, and the heart beats faster and faster. The rhythm is like the beats of deafening drums. You try to scream, but your outcry stays on the inside. The sinister outer space stays silent. You try to squint and pray, hoping it's just a bad dream. All of a sudden, you start to suffocate. You believe this is the last gulp of air, yet you're still alive. You still exist. Still, even in such a state as this, you can do something. Try to blink a few times. Now try to look up and down. The creature that stands next to your bed begins to gain its blurry outline. The figure of this creature is elongated and tense, like a strange rubber. Its arms look unnaturally stretched. Its big yellow eyes glow like the light of fog headlights. The stare of this being is intent and deep, its sharpness going through you, like it's reading your thoughts. Scream. Only a pathetic, barely audible whimper comes out. Hello. Oh, how surprising, it apparently can speak. I was thinking that it's time to get to know each other. We both know that you're unable to move nor speak. At least you can move your eyes. You can examine your surroundings by taking a closer look. Yes, I have an idea. If you agree, move up and down. If you disagree, move left and right. If something's bothering you, blink a lot. I've observed you for a long time. Struggle. Struggle. It worked. Your body twitched a bit. It looks like the creature doesn't approve of your actions. If you continue to struggle, it may run away. Struggle. The creature disappears and sleep claims your body. Although the morning has arrived, you still have a few hours to rest. In the end, your drained body and mind fell asleep. Early morning means a new day. Aye. Flew by like a race car on a track. Unfortunately, it's getting dark. Here we are, we're home. With each day, the weather is getting colder. You're getting used to this apartment. It feels nicer with every return, especially when a delicious dinner is waiting for you. which was bought on your way home. Quickly, to the kitchen. Don't forget to turn on the kettle. Kettle's whistle echoes throughout the kitchen. After dinner, there's still plenty of time to spend doing a compelling activity. I don't know what the office does. I should actually check that at some point. Anyways. Oh, what a mess. Crumbs all over the floor. It's gonna eat the snack. Alright, to bed. Hope you'll fall asleep quickly. Unexpectedly, you notice in the corner of your eye a familiar figure standing there. Scream. Sure, shoot, that worked. Why would you scream so loud? You startled me too. Hello. The creature is tense, waiting in anticipation. Why are you here? A long pause hangs in the air. It looks like the creature is constructing its thoughts. Finally, a silent hissing breath breaks the silence. I'm always here. Mention the incident with the snack. Are you associated in any way about my snack disappearance? You bravely asked. I was wondering what you were eating. Do you want it back? Yes. With its long limb, it reached deep into its mouth. It reminded you of a person searching for something at the bottom of a backpack. It resulted in the creature's retrieval of the snack from its innards, the snack appearing completely untouched. Refuse. The creature is flustered. It doesn't know what to do next. It froze. After a few moments, it quickly threw the snack back in its mouth. Now you understand, this is not a nightmare, nor an illusion or a hallucination. This is a real, living, breathing being. By the way, you can eat the snack and the creature just looks pleased if you do it. It's time to face your fears. What are you? The creature's gaze looks into nothingness, and then looks seemingly through you. Nothing disturbed the nightly silence. Both of you mute. The silence dragged on. Fortunately, your question was about to be answered. You can explore my body. Maybe it might answer your questions. Alright. It's flat. The creature grabs you. There's a weird expression on its face. Try reaching out. Its grip tightens. Try reaching out. Its grip tightens more. It's time to stop. No matter how hard you try to reach it, it won't work. The creature is stronger than you. Your attempt ends with a loud crunch. The creature jumps back like it's ready to flee. Help yourself. Ask for help. Those are your last words before you faint. In a barely conscious state, you feel how the pain slowly fades away. You've woken up without feeling any pain. It seems everything ended up alright, and you're ready for the new day. Eyes do attract. So what happens if we do this? You've barely touched it when it starts to pull you in its eye. You should have warned me. I did not expect you to poke my eye. I get that you didn't know. We can salvage this. I just need to rearrange myself. Shove further. The creature's in shock. The process quickens. A panic state fills the room, or that is what you somehow figure out once you look at the creature's face. In a second, it changes to apathy. It accepts this outcome. You're continuously being pulled inside. You slowly start to lose grasp of time and space. You lose sense of your body and your mind dissolves. By the way, when we call for help, I think it's the same outcome as or similar outcome as when we just faint. I think maybe we do get help, but it ends up we get to just touch the creature again. Only one being remains in the room. It's a bittersweet and...
It's over, but I can bring you back.
Yes, okay. Okay, let's try this again. Help yourself. Using your last strength, you call for medical assistance. While losing consciousness, you can hear the siren of an ambulance in the distance. When you're about to wake up, you can feel the consequences of last night. You're feeling like you've been reassembled and assembled back together. Fortunately, everything's not so bad and you're ready to get back in action. Well, good morning. Today, we don't need to rush anywhere. Aren't you getting tired of the mess? Boxes are scattered everywhere and searching for a specific thing becomes a problem. Enough is enough. Today, we're unpacking. We can start right away. There it is. Poke it. Doesn't seem to be reacting. It doesn't react either way. Alright. A wardrobe. Alright. Boxes. They need to be unpacked. Oh, after breakfast. That's right. Now, finally, we can go straight to it. I'm already anticipating when everything will be in its rightful place. By the way, maybe we can look for your nightly neighbor. Yes, I know where it is. Okay. Alright. Cooking is your passion. Basically, as far as I can tell, the creature does not like, full spots. We're not done unpacking yet. Alright. Tower of clothes. Oh, you hoarder. Well, there's so much variety, though, and all of these clothes make you set for the rest of your life. That's just my opinion, although I don't even wear clothes. Wardrobe. The living room. Board games and decor, maybe? I would recommend from time to time to get away from screens and spend some time admiring your trinkets. It brings an individual back to reality. Even better, reminisce about your childhood and play some board games. Looks good. Large enough to hide some. Okay. Do you remember after moving in? Yup. Warm tones, smooth lines, original furniture, decor everywhere, and all that is quintessential for a creative atmosphere. The essential objects are systematically placed for the arm's reach, stylish and cozy. Now, I won't get every option. I'm trying, like, when I do the good end, so basically I'm just going to get all the endings, but if you are curious about certain choices, feel free to make them yourself. So, if you decide to play this, sure, go in if you insist. Everything in the bathroom is already in its place. All of it was unpacked on the first day. Everything looks fine except that my hair is tangled. I assumed that maybe, like, it licked the bald head or whatever. Maybe the tangled hair, too. What in the world could you have been doing last night that your hair is that messy and jumbled? It's almost impossible to brush out. Alright, considering we are already here, I would suggest you wash yourself. You know, I haven't taken a bath. You submerge yourself in the warm, fragrant water and you are sent to a parallel world. The silence gently drapes over you. Only a rare splash of water interrupts the stillness. Can a person truly relax when they're being watched? Turn around. I'm trying to choose all of the non-trusting choices. Did you know? Okay. Yep. This time you might even know who. After a productive day at the verge of your last strength, you crawl into the bedroom, falling onto the bed. You feel a light touch on your face, which jolts you awake the moment you get adjusted to the dark. You see two big yellow spots resembling projectors. Hi, friend. This unexpected sight made you yank yourself off of the bed. While you're lying down, disoriented and half asleep, the creature continues to ogle. You're awake. Let me help you. Refuse. Automatically, a yell comes out. No, don't come any closer. You gather your strength back and get up. There's silence. You found me even when I hid well. You might not realize why it would mention that, but it seems it appreciates your efforts to find it during the daytime. See, you've settled in. Well, duh. Okay. Deafening quiet floats above. This tense, no, dense silence could be cut with a knife into tiny pieces. I can't take it anymore. I'd suggest showing off your apartment to this creature. Let the creature go back under the bed. You lightly suggest it crawl back under your bed again. No, thank you. Oh, well, too bad. Both of you stood in the bedroom, so you could start here. It got pretty humid and hot. A bit of fresh air would make both of you more oxygenated. Ah, so much better. Now it's a bit too dark for a tour. Turn on the light. Yeah, I hate doing this, poor thing. A strong, blinding light turns on. You also hear a loud thud sound. Finally, you see your room clearly. Your gaze falls onto an unidentifiable object in the shape of a deformed ball. It whimpers quietly. It looks like we don't have a choice besides to turn off the light and use the flashlight instead. Now we can light any corner of the room. Together you look through your clothes. Why do you have so many clothes? You explain to the creature that this amount of clothes is needed for every situation in life. The more the merrier. Looks like the clothes seem to bring you joy. The creature is lost in thought. It's a pity none of them fit me except that one big sweater. Or do people call it a jumper? I've never seen it jump though. Don't touch my clothes. Discomfort with a dose of understanding is seen on the creature's face. It exhales heavily. I knew you'd say that. Poor thing. I'm sorry, I hate being mean to it. It's a little weird, but it's nice enough. This is where a person washes the dishes and sometimes hands too. The appliances slow down time and stops the decay of substances. The creature squints while it glares at the fridge. You don't eat my food, right? The creature answers with caution. Only the forgotten leftovers. The creature glares fearfully at the kettle. Turn it on. Not even a moment before the sound could start, the creature disappears into the other room. The kettle starts to bubble while evenly producing its rising noise. When the sound finally fades, the creature returns to the kitchen. The greatest invention of mankind. Yep. That thing makes me feel anxious. As it should. The creature doesn't even look in the direction of that mechanism and tries to ignore it. Turn it on. Not even a moment before the sound starts, the creature disappears into the other room. The ventilation loudly sucks in the air. Harsh noise echoes through the whole kitchen. When the sound finally fades, the creature returns to the room. This is where you store all your dishes like a typical human being. Or you could be original and store your hats in there, but who would do that? I lick your plates clean. Ew. The creature, oh god. The creature is stunted from embarrassment. It spiraled so deep in itself it completely stopped reacting to everything. God, poor thing. The biggest kitchen appliance. While examining the creature, you're struck with a thought that maybe it could somehow fit into the oven. Maybe you feel that it might be thinking about the same thing. Yet, both of you stayed in your places. Yep. Soft light of the lamp does bring out a cozy feeling and a nice lighting, but your neighbor doesn't look very delighted. This is yours and only yours sofa to lay down on and do what you like to do or nothing at all. The creature glances melancholically at the sofa. I've never been on top of the sofa before. Good news. I've always been under it. You better not crawl on it. It might break. Even if you're right, the creature will still sulk anyway. Humankind is in constant war with time. We cannot stop it, but we can choose how to use it. At the moment, it's nighttime. Why do clocks tick so loudly? To remember the time. Your statement doesn't seem to impress the creature. Looks like it expected something else from you. All sorts of games are stored in here. From all the genres, your favorite is horror. Don't think I can... Oh, the TV is turned off. I enjoy watching you play video games. It looks so fun. That's not normal. It looked like it was about to answer something along the lines of, I thought you'd understand. I'm just lonely. It's not like that. But the creature only silently pants. I hate being mean to it. It's a bit cramped in here, but also interesting. I don't really know what's the wrong choice for in here. This is your office. It's the best room for writing, sitting, doing nothing, doing everything. Have you finished your duties? You mean the procrastination? I would call it resting, but searching for a hobby wouldn't hurt. I want you to try something, sure. You do this. You stand right. Stood on one leg. The moment it tries to copy you, it immediately fails and falls on the floor. It slowly gets up. Did you know this would happen? This time I did. It said in an upsetting tone. I hoped it would. You can see how sad its eyes got. Oh God. I hate being a dick to it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is meant to be a simulation of some kind, judging by how, well, you saw after we got the first ending. This is where you shower or take hot baths, preferably without an audience. Want to wash yourself? Do you need to sit in my bath? You need to use it. I'll get out later. Is the creature being capricious, or is it just stuck? The towel is indeed quite big. Use it. Congratulations. Refreshing, isn't it? I don't really know. It's indecent to ask such things. I would agree with you, partially. I didn't know. I like the creature. Oh, I like to hide in there. Something inside me twirls and spins when you look at yourself in the mirror. Why do you look so pissed? There's lots to be angry about. The creature tensed after your declaration. I hope it will pass. I'm so sorry for being mean to you, poor thing. Flush it. You pushed the toilet bowl's button. You felt a slight movement of air on top of your head. Looking around, you realize your neighbor is nowhere to be found. A pair of eyes flashed in the dark. Looks like we found it. You're faster than you look. The creature carefully makes its way down. God, I feel so mean. One of the most important items for living, dust is the biggest enemy for electronics. Really? I don't believe you. Actually, I'm not interested. The creature did want to share its story, but the words got stuck in its throat. Why do you need a trash can or a trash bin in the water closet? Are you digging around in there? The question took it by surprise. It looks like we discovered something it shouldn't have. What? Seems the tour has come to an end, and it's very late. The sun might be rising soon. It would be nice to lay down and sleep for a tiny bit. Suddenly, you hear sirens. With each minute they approach closer, someone must have gotten hurt. Right. Why are you on the floor? I cannot answer you at the moment. When you were in the middle of closing the window, your flashlight slipped from your hand. Like on purpose, it rolled under your bed. Maybe you could wait for your long-armed friend to get it. You crawl under the bed. Try to get out, but it doesn't work. You can't move. Breathe faster. In the furthest part of your apartment, some kinds of noise can be heard. Silence. Hold your breath. Something's getting further. Closer. Okay. Breathe slowly. You lay still. You can only see the floor and the bedroom wall when suddenly a head pops up and checks in on you. You can feel the heavy bed becoming lighter with each second until you don't feel it at all. Stare deeply. The creature stays silent for some time before answering with a deep exhale. Can I assist you with fixing your bed? Too exhausted, I'll sleep on the broken bed. It looks at you nervously. Where do I go? You'll find a crevice somewhere. The creature is perplexed. It turns around and then leaves the room. You didn't even have time to think about where it could have possibly hide when a great drowsiness took over. You didn't even register when you appeared on your bed and the sleep took over. Finally, you woke up. You might have expected a bright sunny day, but there's twilight behind the window. You've slept through the whole day. Oh, what's this? There's a note stuck to your blanket. Alright. Don't worry, I'll remove them later. Alright, it should be upset about, like, everything. Don't tell me keep it mysterious, but I know. That's yellow, but everything else is red. That's yellow. I don't think there's any notes in here. And nothing in here. Huh. Fair enough. I got mostly red though. So... Are you sure you're ready? Yep. No. No counting sheep. You're right. It's getting late. Good night. Or getting old. You woke up in the middle of the night. In the doorframe stands a dark silhouette. It doesn't move. Maybe you could try to get its attention. But once you blink, the shadow figure is gone. No matter how long you wait, nothing happens. So you slowly fade back to sleep. You wake up early in the morning. The night was uneventful, yet your sleep wasn't quite pleasant. You're about to return to your old schedule for the day. Lost something? Indeed, it seems I have. You eat breakfast, like always. Lost something. Lost something. I miss it. Breakfast was light as a wind, but it's better than nothing. You're going out to the world. Also, if you don't eat, it just says you lost your appetite. You're returning home. The sky's orange, like, who even cares? It's evening now. You're home. You don't have the energy to make yourself dinner. It's better to drink some water and just go to sleep. You weren't able to fall asleep right away. You've tossed and turned until you've forgotten yourself in an anxious dream. You wake up and eat breakfast. A dead silence surrounds you. You leave your home, then you return. You eat dinner, go to sleep. You wake up, eat breakfast, go outside, return home, eat dinner, go to sleep. The time flies by and simultaneously, slowly stretches itself. The days are boring and go by in a restless bustle. It seems like everything is as it used to be, but sometimes a feeling of an anguished sense of loss takes over you. Don't you feel lonely? You shouldn't feel that way. After all, I'm still here. Always yours, narrator. Anyways, that's the ending. Lost something? Yeah, lost something. So now we can get the good one. Anyways, we have our wonderful narrator. Oh, it froze the game. Remind me not to do that. Alright. Time to make all the kindest decisions. New game.
Wonderful. Your story may start.
Empty room with a desolate desk standing next to the window. Minimalism. Yes, I think it would like this. Time for entertainment. Binge some of your favorite TV shows. I'm just curious. Are you excited to see your favorite characters on the screen again? I'm always in anticipation, waiting for the continuation of the storyline. To find out what could happen next, let's watch already. This busy day is coming to an end and it's time to sleep. Don't exactly know what's the best choice, so whatever. You went back to sleep. Good morning. Let's be productive. Something's still there, or is it a hallucination? Anyways, we'll go to sleep with it watching us. Let's roll. Oh, bummer. How'd you make it back on your bed, huh? Try to relax. You relaxed. Move your limbs. Finally, you sense your body. Here, take the flashlight. Turn off the light, please. Yes, dear. It's morning. A new day is here. The window shows clouds floating by. Let us stay in bed. Soon it's time to go out. We're finally home. The apartment doesn't seem so foreign anymore. I wish you pleasant dreams, or none at all. Why does it always end up like this? Let's count sheep. But we're gonna awaken. Something wakes you up. Reach out your hand. Close your eyes. There's no reason to snuff out your vision when you're already surrounded by darkness. Call for help. Alright, we're unresponsive. You try to scream, but nothing comes out. Alright, you can do something. Right, the creature gains mass. Oh, how surprising. It can apparently speak. I was thinking that it's time to get to know each other. We both at least know that you're unable to move nor speak. At least you can move your eyes. Alright. Listen. On the one hand, it's very fascinating, but on the other hand, I know everything about you and you know nothing about me. So in a particular moment, my curiosity took over. What would happen if you saw me? After our move, I understood this is the best chance for contact. Are you able to move yet? And I saw you started watching a new show. How do you like this one? I'm already invested. But at the beginning, I did not understand why you were watching people in a box in a television TV? With time, I started to understand it myself, and a new world opened for me. But sadly, my eyes get exhausted quickly, and then they hurt. Hey, can I look at you a bit more closely? Let it watch you. The creature looks satisfied. Did you know there are many ways to help out with insomnia? There's no need to count sheep, even if they are charming and fun. You can think of a pleasant memory and immerse yourself in it. For example, one day I was watching you build some kind of thing. We both lost track of time, then you, forget it. You like listening to music. Yes, it calms the soul. The creature's face stretched into a strange grimace. I'm glad we managed to get to know each other a bit closer, but the sun is slowly rising. I'm afraid I'll need to hide, which means I'm saying goodbye. Then we'll see each other during the next night. Although the morning has arrived, you still have a few hours to rest. Finish some tasks. At least nothing's distracting you. Concentration is needed for finishing your tasks, but it does take a lot of energy. Overworking your brain might lead to blurry vision and might even cause you to faint. Especially a dangerous situation is I'm almost done, and the almost done can extend to prolonged hours. That's why I offer you to take a break. Your pen fell. I know I told you to take a break, but it doesn't stop you from picking up your pen. Where did it go? Or where did it roll? We've searched everywhere, but it's nowhere to be found. Is it gone? Alright, we can try to find it tomorrow. It's late. Go to bed immediately. Isn't it nice to finally lay down? Unexpectedly, you notice in the corner of your eye a familiar figure standing next to your bed. Say hello. Oh, so you can surprise me. Hello. I'm always here. Mention the pen. Asking about your lost pen is a good idea. We've been searching for the pen for quite some time after all. I took your pen. I wanted to try to leave you a note, but couldn't find any paper. Let me keep it, please? Sure, why not? A silent shuffling noise is heard coming from somewhere. Ah, it came from the creature. Now you understand. This is not a nightmare, nor an illusion, or a hallucination. This is a real, living, breathing being. It's time to face your fears. You want to sleep, yes. Our chat has come to an end because people like you need to sleep. I'm always close, even during the day, so you can find me in dark, tight crevices. See you soon. Enough is enough. Start unpacking, but not on an empty stomach. Read it. Whatever you did, it doesn't seem to be reacting. I recall that it needs some paper. I believe I saw some in your office. Alright, you don't like to cook. Considering there's a minimum of pots and pans appearing in not so well-maintained condition, it's obvious that cooking is not for you. I think that's right. You're not done unpacking. Books? Books are an unpredictable artifact. How many decades in a row people have tried to predict their dreadful fate of death, but they're alive more than ever. The longer they live, the more interesting and colorful they become. He took some sticky notes. Cool. How to give it to sticky notes? Let's stick them to the back. Perfection. That's cute. Just a few boxes. Alright, hello, friend. You found me even when I hid well. I noticed you stuck a few notes on my back. You can tell it appreciates the gesture very much. See, you've settled in. Yeah, okay. Alright. Do a tour. You suggest a tour of your apartment. The creature's face distorts. Is it glad? Both of you stood in the bedroom. Hot, alright? So much better. Use the flashlight. Now we can light any corner of the room. Together, you look through your clothes. That's all of your clothes. It looks empty. Try to convince the creature that you can live a fulfilling and satisfying life without need for lots of clothes. Good, I'll have more space. Alright. You can have my sweater. A grimace you've seen before appears. Is that some kind of smile? What is it? With a tint of irritation in its voice, it replies, I don't understand what's so special about this unit that you peek inside so often. It's not that often. It throws a scornful look in your direction. I'm sorry, creature. Here you keep CDs and VHS tapes of TV shows and movies from all genres. Let's choose science fiction and fantasy. Other realities distract people from the real world, but returning to reality is inevitable. Never been on top of a sofa before. You can sit on the sofa whenever you want. The creature looks at you with doubt in its eyes, then quietly whispers, Thank you. Why do clocks tick so loudly? I'll stop them. You may have stopped the ticking, but the passing of time didn't stop. At least you eased the creature's life. New. TV is turned off. You can feel its call, begging you to spend some time with it. I'm happy when we can watch your favorite TV shows together. We can discuss. Sure. Try to stand like it does. It looks like you failed miserably. Don't even think about replicating that. You'll get hurt. I hear something unusual. Step back. Alright. Well, that's green at least. I don't know if those are green or turquoise, but I assume green. Yeah, let's go to bed. Nah, it's getting old. Good night. Is this the, not good ending, but like the neutral ending? Anyways, this is Who Are You? Alright, so I think I know how to get the good ending. And it has nothing to do with the layout or being nice, quote unquote, because as you saw when we were too nice, we became the creature. So, I think what we have to do is be nice, but with boundaries. So we are going to do that and see how it goes, and hopefully I get the good ending.
Wonderful. Your story may start.
And yes, I'm starting from the beginning, so, you know.
Was there a time when you couldn't fall asleep? You're lying down. You look blankly at the darkest corner of your room. When you swear something just moved.
I'm gonna breeze past quite a bit. I will try and show my choices, but not the whole thing. So, you're located in your new apartment. The place is furnitured, meaning you're free to place everything in any place however you want. Which is quite convenient. Alright, I don't think the layout of the office matters at all, but I feel like we only get some of the prompts with the creature when it's the artistic one. Cozy Creative Workshop. Yes. I'm still gonna choose warmth. Yes. Wonderful. It seems like you've checked every room. How do you like your new habitat? I hope you're pleased. I actually am quite pleased. I could live here. Creature and all. Now it's time to have dinner. After dinner, it's time for entertainment. How would you like to spend your time? I mean, I've done both, so, I'll do games. This busy day is coming to an end, and it's time to sleep. Says you. Alright. To bed. Alright, time for our nightmare. I'm gonna just skip ahead. You wake up from a TV noise coming from the living room. Strange. I swear you've turned it off. I'll turn it off again. You went back to sleep. Good morning. Let's get started on our day. The real world awaits. Oh god. I don't want to go out there.
I thought we could pause right here.
No. I've already been responsible today. No more.
Feel free to continue whenever you please.
Evening's closing in. The sun's fiery saffron light is brightly reflecting off the windows. Alright. Let's go in, shall we? After a long day, it's time to have dinner. Yum 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 yum. I mean, dinner time. The dishes look clean, but they're sticky. Disgusting. It is weird, but let's play games. Okay, let's count sheep. The good old folk remedy. Alright. This doesn't matter. But you're not able to. Oh, there it is. Hello, friend. Is it a hallucination? No, it's not, as we find out. Alright, today everything will go smoothly as you planned. No, it won't. Bed. Oh, bummer. Lack of sleep has taken a toll on you. You fell unconscious. I've never passed out standing up. So that's a feat, I guess. You slowly regain your sight. You notice that you're laying in your bed, unable to move once again. Alright, try to relax. This doesn't matter, it's all the same. Stick 'em out my leggy. Well, now it's finally comfortable and nice to lay in bed. You can keep resting, of course, since you seem drowsy, although it's a pity we successfully failed in our tasks for today. Alright. I would also like to add, something touched you. Well, we're looking. Thank you for the flashlight. Turn off the light, please. Sure. We don't question it. I would not be able to sleep at all after seeing that personally, but, you know, it's morning. A new day is here. Late breakfast, yummy. Or brunch, as I like to call it. Let's face our new day, I guess. Farewell.
So, what is the plan? We can pause right here, or would you rather continue?
Man, I've been only recording this section for like 13 minutes. I'm fine. Continue. It's getting dark. The light poles turn on. Their illumination casts long shadows. With each minute, they become longer and longer, and only the dusk can stop their further crawl. Everything around you gets overcast by a gray haze. Yeah. We're finally home. After dinner, weariness and drowsiness starts to overtake you. It appears today you'll go to bed early. I wish you pleasant dreams, or none at all. We shall see. Why does it always end up like this? This time, the lambs have helped with each jump, but not for long. Something woke you up. Thank you, just after I got to sleep, too. Oh well. Is that your imagination, or is there truly some kind of shifting silhouette next to your bed? Reach out your hand. Yeah, this doesn't matter. No one will hear you call out for help, but you can't anyway, so it's fine. Even in such a state, you can still do something. Blink. The creature that stands next to your bed begins to gain its blurry outline. The figure of this creature is elongated and tense, like a strained rubber. Hello. Okay. It's staring. Not that this matters, we can't actually scream. Hello. Oh, how surprising it apparently can speak. I was thinking that it's time to get to know each other. We both know that you're unable to move nor speak. At least you can move your eyes. Yes, I have an idea. It breathes the same as you do. Skates, please don't get distracted. Okay, fine. Listen. From the beginning, I was a one-sided observer. That's why I didn't participate in your life. On the one hand, it's very fascinating. But on the other hand, I know everything about you, and you know nothing about me. It's like looking out the window but never going out. Is this feeling familiar to you? I think this is an answer where it matters, so... Excuse me, I said no. And so in a particular moment, my curiosity took over. What would happen if you saw me? After our move, I understood this is the best chance for contact. Alright. Hey, can I look at you a bit more closely? Sure. Them peepers, am I right? Let it watch you. The creature looks satisfied. Did you know there are many ways to help out with insomnia? I wish I could figure out how to get the memory, because I think that is one of the special scenes we can get. Listening to meditative music. Yes. Alright. And we'll see each other during the next night. Hopefully I haven't screwed this up. Home, home, home again. Quickly to the kitchen, don't forget to turn on the kettle. The kettle's whistle echoed loudly throughout the kitchen. After dinner, there's still plenty of time to spend doing a compelling activity. Let's finish some tasks in the office. Because I might be able to get it some sticky notes. Your pen fell. I know I told you to take a break, but it doesn't stop you from picking up your pen. Where did it roll? We've searched everywhere, but it's nowhere to be found. Is it gone? Alright, we can try to find it tomorrow. Well, it's late. Go to sleep. Immediately. Right, alright. If I must. Isn't it nice to finally lay down? I hope you'll fall asleep swiftly. Well, I shan't. Unexpectedly, you notice in the corner of your eye a familiar figure standing next to your bed. Say hello. Oh, so you can surprise me. Why are you here? Finally, a silent hissing breath breaks the silence. Always here. Mention the pen. I took your pen. I wanted to try to leave you a note, but couldn't find any paper. Let me keep it, please. Sure, why not? What are you? Alright, we're checking our pulse. Every living human has a pulse. I would like to sleep. Yes, people like me need to sleep. Goodbye. Hopefully I've done this right. If not, I'm gonna be sad. Alright, breakfast and then unpack. Only necessary cooking. Not too much, not too little. It looks like you have a perfect selection, just enough variety of clothes to mix and match any style, but at the same time, there aren't too many to be buried in them. Excellent. I don't know. This I don't think matters. There it is. I found it again. Greet it. Whatever you did, it doesn't seem to be reacting. I recall it mentioning it may need some paper. Alright, let's get some. So that's cute. You can actually find it in different places. I mean, I kind of figured, but oh, not here. You can probably also find it under the perfection. Under the sofa. After a productive day at the verge of your last strength, you crawl into the bedroom, falling onto the bed. You feel a light touch on your face, which jolts you awake. This unexpected sight made you yank yourself off the bed. Alright, you're awake. Let me help you. Except, the creature picks you up very carefully. There's silence. You found me, even when I hid well. Yes, you did actually hide quite well underneath that counter. I see you've settled in. Do you always watch me while I sleep? Yeah, most times. Stop doing that. Do a tour. Together you look through your clothes. The creature is thoroughly inspecting the clothes. Before you could ask what made it so intrigued, it turns to you. I don't want to alarm you, but the clothing is too well hung. Nothing is creased. Well, of course, it's the ideal closet. The creature is lost in thought. It's a pity none of them fit me except that one big sweater. Or do people call it a jumper? I've never seen it jump though. You wore my clothes? No wonder some of them look stretched. Sorry. You hear guilt in its voice. It knows it shouldn't do those things without permission. It's okay, buddy. If you ask, I'll let you. This is where you store all of your dishes like a typical human being, or you could be original. I lick your plates clean. What? The creature's in disarray. It looks like it regrets what it said. It's not from hostility, I'm just curious. You don't eat my food, right? The creature answers with caution. Only the forgotten leftovers. Tea or coffee. Can you feel warmth and coldness? Emotional, yes. Physical, no. Alright, are you afraid? Table for food consumption or any other activity. The creature stares at the table like it's planning something. The chairs are too small for you. Yes, I know. It answers quicker than you expected. Your plants are alive and healthy for now. If you keep taking good care of them, who knows how much bigger they can grow. They whisper about you. I hear it myself. What do they say? Do they like me? I think that's it. No. This is yours and only your sofa to lay down on. The creature glances melancholically at it. I've never been on top of the sofa before. How can you fit in the narrow spots like that? Easily and naturally. The TV is turned off. I enjoy watching you play video games. It looks like so much fun. I don't know how to feel about that. The creature also doesn't know how to reply. Alright, next. Comedy? Laughing is a great medicine for stress. Sadly, it doesn't work on me, except when you... It didn't finish that sentence. I wish you would. There's something to do with that, and I can't figure it out. Alright. Why do clocks tick so loudly? To remember the time. Your statement doesn't seem to impress the creature. It looks like it expected something else from you. Oh. The creature throws you on the ground with great strength. Stop, it's not funny. Flash hit? What? You lift up your shirt, exposing your stomach. The creature is bewildered by your action. It jumps in the furthest corner of the room. The air feels a bit different now. Oh my god, I did not expect that. That's hilarious. Oh my god.
Oh. Satisfied? Okay, come back now.
I left. Why did you leave? It's okay. I guess you had a good reason. It's a bit cramped, but also interesting. Alright, you mean PC laptop work? Editing videos? No, thank you. Alright. It's empty, like my gacha. Okay. Well, gotcha. Okay, why do you need the trash bin? Are you... Are you digging around in there? What? Use it. You're not alone. You won't even turn around. The creature pierces through you, then you hear its neck creak. Well, it will do. One of the most important items for living. Really, I don't believe you. My coding is special. I think that's it. Seems the tour has come to an end. What happened? So hopefully I did this right. Alright, the bed broke. Alright, hello. I'm alright, thanks for asking. Can I assist you? I'm too exhausted. It looks at you nervously. Where do I go? You can lay down with me. Weird dream again. Very Earthbound-esque. Finally, you woke up. You might have expected a bright sunny day, but there's twilight. Oh, there's a note stuck to your blanket. Hello, I want to share my opinion on our communication. Alright. Don't worry, I'll remove them later. I'll be waiting for you tonight. Finally, a good reason to get out of bed. Okay, neutral. Most of these should be pretty neutral. I think. Yellow is indifferent. Green pleased. Hopefully getting mostly indifferent is fine. You know? Oh, right, it wouldn't mark anything in here. Forgot to do the bathroom again. Hopefully this is fine, whatever. Are you sure you're ready for bed? Have you? Yes, I have. Would you like to count sheep? No. You're right, let's go. Good night. You feel a light touch on your face. It's fleeting, yet it wakes you up. Something is towering over your unmoving and helpless body, but you don't feel threatened. The eyes of the creature seem bigger than before. Oh. Say something? You can only whisper to yourself. The situation gives a strange sense of déjà vu. You know what to do. Don't bother. You can't move, but you can listen. Now I know that you're listening to me with honesty. I want to share with you something important to me, about me. With a breath of relief, the creature shares all of its secrets with you. Even though you didn't suspect my existence, sometimes you had a feeling of something always being nearby. For example, you noticed a slight moment of shadow in the corner of your eye, or a strange sound in the middle of the night, but it couldn't be taken as proof of something watching you. I've been doubtful and anxious if showing myself to you is a good idea. But now I'm glad that I've made up my mind. All of your experiences, feelings, and actions fulfill me. I keep all of them inside me. They are like substances with different forms, textures, and sizes. For example, spiky ones cause pain, but they are as important as the round and soft ones, which give a feeling of warmth. Do you understand? Maybe we're more alike than I imagined. I could stare at you for eternity. What is it? Speak. Are you trying to tell me something? The creature gets closer, bends over you, and opens its ear. I'm listening closely. Give it a name. Darling. Mind if I join you? Yeah, go ahead. The creature crawls onto the bed and shuffles close to you. Darling stretches its long arms around itself and you. It feels like you've been wrapped in a big, fuzzy, warm scarf. You sense a familiar smell. It immerses you in peace and comfort. You see how Darling fully and unconditionally accepts you. This revelation allows you to be more forgiving towards yourself. You shouldn't obsess over your imperfections. For somebody, they are not flaws, but only a small fraction of your identity. You can try to change aspects of yourself, grow as a person, or even completely transform into someone else. Yet no matter how much you reshape yourself, your inner core will stay the same. What you should do is cherish and look after your inner core. This is when you finally feel at peace. You woke up alone. You check under the bed. It's under there. You repeat your daily routine. You return home in the evening. Right after dinner, you spend time with your newly acquired friend. You stay up late to spend as much time as you can with Darling, but Darling understands that you're a human and you need sleep compared to it. You try to encourage Darling to engage with you in some kind of hobby, but it enjoys being a passive observer a bit more. Some days you do manage to convince it to join you in an activity because it is not good at a lot of things yet. It's amusing to look at. It does try to learn though. Maybe one beautiful day it will learn how to play video games with you. For Darling, the most important achievement of its life is not being forced to hide anymore. And you now have someone who will be anticipating your return and happily welcome you back home. Ending unlocked, a new friend. Oh, that was cute. So cute. That was so cute. Oh my gosh. I loved this game. It was adorable. It was a mix of creepy and kind of romantic and just really cute. Also, I like the creature's design quite a lot. It's an interesting one. Anyhow, before I ramble on too long, I would like to thank my channel members real quick. Thank you so much to my channel members for your support. Not only does it help me, it helps the channel grow and the videos keep coming. I truly appreciate it. And I appreciate you sticking with me even though I'm not doing as much YouTube videos right now. The burnout is still a bit there, but it's getting better. So, what are my thoughts on this game? I'm not going to do a long review, but I thought that the kind of creepy moments were done well, but also there was humor in it, which I do think it's supposed to be kind of a dark comedy. The story progressed in a very fun way. I like how the creature slowly started to show itself more and more. I also like that the narrator was technically a character. And I thought the sound design was really good. The really loud moments were done well. They were startling and fun. I don't know. I liked it. I am still curious about the scene that we got here where, you know, it asks us to let it grow and then we see us getting kidnapped and the tentacles and stuff. I don't quite know what that's about, whether it's going to be part of this story or part of another visual novel. But I had a lot of fun with that. I find this whole game very cute and interesting. I am going to go try and find some of the secrets. I have not found them all, so I'm going to do that just on my own. If y'all want to find the secrets yourselves, definitely go for it. Play this game. You can play it in browser if you want, like if you don't want to download it. But yeah, this was just darling. And if you made it this far, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of me, please subscribe. I also stream on Twitch a few days a week. If you follow me on social media, you can find out when. And I have a Discord if you want to contact me. My server's for people who are only 18 plus, but if you're 18 plus, you're welcome to join. It's pretty quiet right now, but hey. Anyhow, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all next time. Bye.